What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Ark Survival Ascended. Alright, so we're going to be going after the two creatures... Why did I press L? It's not what I meant to press. The two creatures that just got added to Astraeos, honestly, the other day. Yesterday, as of me recording this. We did the OSDs yesterday, and they added two new creatures, did Nakatis. He added the Mantis, not new, technically, but they're new to this map, the Phasalosukis and the Mantis. We're going to go try and tame both of those. I've never tamed a Phasalosukis or a Mantis on my own. Usually just got them handed to me, to be honest, or traded them with other players. But I've never tamed a Mantis or a Phasalosukis, so that's going to be a bit interesting. There is a Phasalosukis on this map. It is, I want to say, this direction. And there's a Mantis over here, too. I think it's over here. Yep. It's right up here ahead of me somewhere. Yep, right there. It's fighting literally everything. So that's not fun. It's... Actually, that's a level 20. That's not the one I saw. And that must be, the other one must be over this way. Because there was a level 15 that I did see. We're just going to tame the 15 just to showcase you guys how to do that. The one of them was completely, like, buried. So it wasn't active, like, fighting anything. That one is. So we're going to avoid doing that one. There was a Mantis near it, too. So that's what I'm kind of looking for right now, is those two. Because they were a pretty decent setup. I think they were this direction. But see, this is the only issue with the gene scanner, is I'm literally just on the other side of the island, and it's telling me that there's none on the Ark, even though we just saw that one. So let's circle about and see if we can find the Mantis. I do not know what's going on with my voice right now, dude. Absolutely no clue why my voice is all choppy. One of the videos today, excuse me. We're getting a new mic in, so that's going to be coming at some point today. So one of the videos today is going to have the whole new mic system set up. So that's interesting. I'm kind of excited to see how that fares and how that handles everything. But last I knew, it was over this direction, I thought. Still no Phasalosukis? There's definitely two on this island. Unless if the level 15 died, there was definitely two here. And we're looking for a Mantis as well. But I want to get the Phasalosukis first, because that's going to be the biggest pain in the ass, to pardon the language. But it's the truth. On this island, we don't have the salt to smack its head into. I think it was over here, actually. Because I remember seeing these rocks. Yeah, I think it was over here. Because there was a Mantis here, too. Hopefully this isn't where we just were. Yep, there's the Mantises down there. Oh, there's a Mantis right there, too. Let's do something really quickly here. Let's circle out of the way and go this direction. Destroy the aggro, lose the aggro real quick. So what we'll do then is we'll actually pop both of these. So now we're ultra invisible to pretty much everything. We do have woolly rhino horns. I do not have deathworm horns, because I don't even think you can get deathworms on this map yet. So you're going to have to tame them with woolly rhino horns. Luckily we have 3 of them, or 6 of them, and this guy's only going to take 3. So we're just still going to run on over. With what we have equipped, we should be completely invisible to this Mantis. We're pretty damn close. I don't think we'll need ghillie, because we're using bug repellent, and a Mantis is considered a bug. Oh, you shit. I forgot my power main was on aggressive. Alright, so we're going to have to finish this guy off really quickly without it. I'm missing every shot, dude. Are they just not hitting? There we go. Wow, that was weird. Like, my crosshairs, I swear, was on him. Or I'm just a terrible shot. Alright, so now that kind of ruins that a little bit. Let's see. Alright, well, I was planning on taming that Mantis, because that was the level 85 that I saw earlier. The Phasalosukis was right over here. It says it's to my left. That says it's straight ahead of me. Oh, there, I see it. Ah, right there. Right there, on that mound. Right there. So what we're going to do is load this rocket launcher. What we have to do is hit it and then land on it and tame it. Actually, what level is that really quickly? It's a little small. S-Mantis. Okay, we're going to go for that next. But shoot this here. Knock it out of the ground. While it's dazed, you should get a ride option. There it is. And then you just smack it into a bunch of things. So like right here. Crystals are apparently the best way to smack it into things, because it increases the torpidity drastically. They're hard to control, like really hard to control. So you just pretty much got to steer it against itself. Okay. Don't you run into the water. This is going to be the only issue with trying to tame these things here, realistically, is because it's going to be the fact of there's water off the edge. He's going to die. That one's going to die. That Physolasuchus is dead now. There's no way we're getting that one. That's going to be kind of shit. Pardon my language, but it's the truth. That's going to be a shitty place to put them. Probably shouldn't have put them on the island. Honestly, that was probably a bad location to have Physolasuchus. But let's see if we can go get this S-Mantis, I guess. Alright, that sucks. We're completely hidden to all bugs right now. Unless that guy can make it back on land somehow. I don't think he can. Truthfully, I don't. We're going to try to tame these mantises. Preferably the S-Mantis. It's only going to take us 2 woolly rhino horns, which is pretty cool, honestly. They can't see us, because we got that, like I said, that bug spray and everything on. We're pretty much completely invisible to these guys. So you just sneak up behind them, press the feed button. Hello? Hello? Feed them. Okay, that's almost a perfect tame. That's almost a 100% tame with a woolly rhino horn. Deathworm horns would definitely have tamed that one try, but we don't have deathworms available. So that kind of does suck, but I also am kind of interested in taming this S-Mantis. I don't know what their hunger speed is, though. I truthfully do not know how fast they tame. This one's got carcass carrying, which is kind of cool. Where is the other one? I don't see it. I've never actually tamed one of these prior, because I've never seen the need for me to get a mantis when I have an Anki. But you could tame them with spoiled meat, raw meat, woolly rhino horns, or deathworm horns. What's that down there? That's an S-Anki. Can I feed you again? I can't. I don't know how long the taming is on these guys, so I would like to get these quick before my stuff runs out. And then we're actually going to take him to one of the caves and just go do some harvesting, because these guys are just really good for harvesting. That's the reason I kind of wanted the high-level one. There it is. There it is. We got ourselves an S-Mantis. Not that great, honestly. The level it came out as is kind of shit. But we'll see if we can find another one. A high-level one around. What do you give? 25. Now, where is that Physolasuchus? It says it's up here. Is it still hanging off the edge? Or did it bury itself? It says it's this way. Did it maybe make itself back up top? I doubt it. I only have 3 rockets. No, it's down here in the water, isn't it? Yeah, it's down there somewhere. Alright. It's directly below us. Actually, let me see something. Where is that Physolasuchus? Because if it's buried underground, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. Like, because there's no way. Yeah, it's stuck right there. Nothing we can do with that. Okay. Let's draw ourselves back up here. Shoot ourselves up. Alright, let's try to go find ourselves another mantis. And another Physolasuchus. That kind of sucks. Okay. I really wanted that level 85 mantis. That would have been kind of nice. I do not know what's going on with my voice right now, guys. Not in any way, shape, or form. But, I was hoping to tame that Physolasuchus. I really was. But we're going to keep running this direction to hopefully trigger that one out. We do know there's one on the far side. I thought it was where it was. Thought it was where it was. Thought that is where it was. So how mantises kind of work. I never planned on taming a mantis, so I probably got rid of all my mantis saddles. But how mantises work, truthfully, is you just put tools in their hands after riding their saddle, and they can harvest things just as good as an Anki, if not better in most cases, depending on the quality of the tools. Only problem is if you don't have a high weight, well, one of them, a mantis, almost a Physolasuchus, a mantis, you kind of don't have a huge benefit, because you're constantly having to empty its pockets. So you really want to look for a high-level mantis if you can. We kind of got very unlucky in finding that level 20. Luckily, we found the S one, which is kind of cool. I'm very excited we were able to get the S mantis. We just came from over there. So let's go check this direction, see if there's any down this way. I don't like spawning creatures in if we don't have to. So I'd rather find them naturally in the emerging world if we can. Because sometimes they just actually spawn all over the place, and other times they just don't spawn at all. Why is I still have my stats thing on the screen? I usually take that off, but it's up there right now. I do that just to check and make sure everything's loading smooth before I start recording. Let me actually remove that. Kind of takes away from the screen and the immersion a little bit. Alright, let's see. No Physolasuchuses yet. That level 20 might have died. This is going to be the only thing that's going to suck, because now I'm going to have to sit here and try to wait for one to spawn. Unless if there's one up here is just completely smack. Okay, there is one up here. Where is it? It says it's this way. Let's see if I can find it. It's over here fighting. Yeah, they do that a lot, honestly. The Physolasuchuses, and that one's about to die. Yeah, it did. Yeah, they do that way too much. The Physolasuchuses just instantly fight everything, which makes it almost impossible to find one. And then they don't go into the ground, so you can't find them anywhere. So as of right now, we don't have a single Physolasuchus available for us to tame. And I hate doing dino wipes constantly to get them to spawn, because that's also kind of takes away the immersibility of the map and having naturally spawning creatures. I don't even know where that other one went that we knocked off. I think it's over this way. Let's go swing around really quickly. So what I'll probably do then is cut this until I can get one to spawn back in, and then we'll try to tame it. I'm assuming, like, honestly, because that kind of really sucks. We had that level 15, I could showcase it, but that's pretty much the way you tame them. Is you hop on their back, you blow them up with a rocket first, you hop on their back, and then you just run around with them, smacking their head and everything. It's really the way to do it, truthfully, and it's kind of an easy taming process if things go well. If things are rough, it's not fun. Like, as you can see, we're on islands, which I still think is a really bad idea to put this guy. But that's just my opinion. It's not my call to make that decision where they spawn. But I think that's a bad idea to put Physolasuchuses on an island. Yeah, we have not a single one spawning right now. Alright, so I'll bring you guys back when I find one. Alright guys, so after floating around for at least a good 25 minutes, it feels like, we actually have found another Physolasuchus. It's an S Physolasuchus. Right there. Low level, but we're going to try to get it. And... I gotta run faster though. Got it. Alright, so let's see if we can tame this thing. We gotta smack its head into everything. It's easier to steer with the right stick, I've noticed. Like, I turn my left stick and my right stick in sequence. These crystals are the best way to go. Smack it into crystals, smack it into rocks, smack it into everything. Try to get it away from the edges of the island, if at all possible. For some reason, like, try to lead it back into the center. When it bounces off something, I will tell you, it does spike the directions that it goes. So you gotta be really careful with that. You gotta kind of want to keep it centered. the more damage you do to it, the more control you have. We only have these rocks over here, so we're going to have to go towards these. Sadly enough. Let's see if we can pull it back towards the center and hit these cactuses. That didn't do much. Gotta control it, lead it right back into the center. There's these rocks here. Crystals are going to be your best friend, honestly, for dealing torpor to these guys. Sadly enough, we don't have many here. We just hit into a tree, I think. Alright, so we do get a decent amount of control from hitting into a tree and a rock. There's not a whole lot here left, honestly. We have this one rock over here. Alright, there we go. That's pretty decent. Alright, we have some decent-sized rocks over here. Try to get some more torpor in these guys. It's kind of hard when there's no rocks or anything nearby. Alright, I gotta try to pull it towards something. There's a rock right there. I didn't see that one. That's kind of nice, though. Kind of control this guy back this way. There's a couple rocks here. Almost got him out. Almost. And this is only level 55, so imagine how much torpor you need. How much head smacking you need to do on like a 150 or 180, whatever your max level is on your server. Is it out? Oh yeah, we knocked it out. Okay, we went really quickly there, so I couldn't tell. But look how cool this thing looks. Let's actively throw... It only takes one extraordinary kibble. Is what it's saying. Exceptional. Either way, doesn't matter. They look cool as hell. I'm super excited about this. I kind of want to see what these things can do. I've never actually tamed a Physolasuchus before. I was surprised we were able to find an S Physolasuchus. That was my Duolingo telling me I need to practice Japanese. But I'm honestly surprised we were able to find an S. It took me forever, dude. I paused the recording at like a 13, 14 minute timer, somewhere around there. And we're at a 44-minute timer right now. So I've got 30 minutes of footage of me just floating in circles. Flying out of render, coming back into render, flying out of render, coming back into render. Like, just spent all the time in the world. These guys do seem to wake up pretty quick. Like, his torpor's going fast. Luckily, we have some narcotic just in case. But all it needs is one feed, so we should be fine. Only thing I will say is if you're trying to tame a higher level one, bring narcotic. They do seem to have a very high torpor drain. I'm going to stand over here and keep myself aimed at it. I'm going to check Dododex really quickly and see what Dododex has to say about it. Physolasuchus. It's got high torpor comparatively. It'll take generally about 43 minutes to torpor out at level 150. But mine's a level 55. So this will only take me about 30 minutes, but it should only take me about 10 minutes to tame it at normal rates. But my rates, again, are slightly faster because it's a single player. So we should be A-okay. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to get this guy relatively fast. But we still do have our Mantis on us from the beginning of this episode, whenever I can find it. It's right here. Let's throw this guy out. We didn't find really any high level. I did see another high level Mantis earlier while I was floating about. So we may come back for that later, but we kind of don't have the stuff to tame one right now. But I'm just honestly glad we found this. We're going to tame this guy up. We're going to take him out for a spin, see what he can do. Bro, like, these things are so cool, but I feel like there's no need for them, truthfully. I have no need to use this creature for anything. Like, what can I do with it? I mean, I could use it as a fighter, kind of, but being level 55, it's not great. It doesn't, I don't think, has any truthful benefits. I should have brought a Mantis Saddle. I found this earlier, by the way, while I was floating about, before the video started. I should have grabbed a Mantis Saddle, honestly, to showcase what this guy can do. But, either way, we're all out of rockets anyway. I think we have one left. So if we find one more Physolasuchus, we might be able to tame it. But we were just lucky we found it in this spot here. Like, because this is, honestly, it was a pretty decent spot. There's no rocks left now. But it was pretty decent. I don't know how long this guy takes to tame, to feed. I really don't. I put the kibble in it. I'm going to put 2 pieces in just in case. I don't know what's taking this thing so long to feed. Because it feels like we've been here a while. Unless if its hunger goes down really slow. I'm just going to force feed it some narcotic to make sure it stays out. Oh, there it goes. Right as I started to feed it narcotic, it woke up. So it came out as a level 82. Not terrible. The eyes look kind of cool. We're going to slap the saddle on its back and see what this guy can do. Does it have any added abilities? Debris Whip, which is the left trigger. I don't know... Does the S one have any bonuses? Can it, like, go underground or anything? Like, does it do anything? Like I said, I don't truthfully know much about this. About this creature. Because I've honestly never used one. I had high level ones from, like I said, my previous Ark playthroughs where people gave them to me, but I never have used one. These guys are kind of insane looking. I don't truthfully know how these guys work, honestly. But let's go test... excuse me, I just choked right there for a second. Let's go test it out and see what we can find. And let's go fight some things. Hopefully fight lower level things. Oh, we could have brought him this way. We would have tamed him really quick. There's a bunch of crystals right there. Yeah, crystals are easily your best bet. They're the hardest thing on this section of the island. Here, let's do this. Instead of running around on this guy forever for like 2 hours, let's switch to the Megawana. Find something to fight, and then... I love that. When I throw the Megawana out, it puts me in its tail. Alright, there we go. Hop off the Megawana, float this way. Let's see... just something. It doesn't need to be anything high level. Just anything works, truthfully. This episode's going to be a little bit shorter. And I do mean a little bit shorter. It's probably going to be like 25 minutes at most, 30 minutes at most. Because I really just wanted to showcase the taming on those two. Just to show the fact that they are now on the map, where you guys can find them, how you can get them, and truthfully, if they're worth anything. The mantises, like I said, I don't have a need for a mantis, honestly, with the Edmontonia now. But they do work really well if you slap a saddle on them and go harvest some metal, which we're actually going to do really quickly before this episode ends. Actually, let's go do that really quick. We're going to fly to a spot where I know I'm going to go make a cheap saddle. It doesn't need to be anything strong. And I'm just going to showcase what this guy can do, both them and the Physolasuchus. So let's do that really quickly. Yeah, see, if we could have found a Physolasuchus up here by all this crystal, this would have been a perfect taming location. But we didn't get that lucky. I may come back around and look for another Physolasuchus later, like off-screen or on-stream, whichever I decide to do today, and see if we can find one. Because I'm interested in using a Physolasuchus and seeing how good they actually are. It is in multiple different categories. They're not boss fighting creatures, not by any means. But I think we can make some use out of them, probably. We have that new slingshot, or harpoon, that we're going to swap in. So if we decide to go taming any sea creatures, we have that. Truthfully, we may try to get a Moza tomorrow. Maybe? I don't know. May try to tame a Moza, may not. With the high-level harpoon gun we have, I think we probably could now. And now that we also have the higher-level saddle on this Megawana, I would feel a little more comfortable going in the ocean. Because it's got like a 43 on it right now because we got that BP. Let me check. 47. It's got that 47 on it because we got that BP, so I feel a little better about it going into the ocean. And I've been putting levels into its health and melee, so I feel like it could easily take some hits and run if we had to. So I'm okay with that. And as you can see right here when it comes into view in a second, we're working on breeding our Dreadnoughtuses still. Like I spoke about in the last episode, we're in the process of getting to where we want, but we're not entirely there yet. We're close, but we're not completely to where we want to be. Megatheriums, we're just breeding up a bunch of them. We're going to go in, like I said, with a pack of 15. And we're going to try to beat her with 15 of them, fully maxed out on health and melee. And I do have a Mantis saddle upstairs blueprint, but I'm not going to go get it because I'm not too worried about it. We'll take the B+ Mantis saddle. Why not? I'm assuming human trough. That's cool. I don't know what that is. I've never seen one of those before. It's new, I think. So I think if you put, like, attach it to water, or give it water, and then just have it equipped with food in its inventory, I'm thinking it'll constantly just feed you. I'm hoping the multi-tool works with this, with this Mantis. Not sure. If not, I'm going to have to fly back to base again. I should have probably checked that. But, alright, here we are. Put you away. Bring out the Physolasuchus really quickly. Wow, that almost just crashed my game. Let's find something to fight. Ah, there's a beaver right there. They swim pretty quick. I'm literally not able to hit anything because I'm just trash, apparently. Okay, dodos. That doesn't matter. We're just going to fight dodos and lystros. Let's see, how much damage are you hitting? 91. How much does your tail swap do? 24. Not terrible, honestly. 136, 139. It does the more damage the armor. Like, okay, so the dodos don't have high armor, so the more damage you do, the armor goes down. Because that's what it does, it's armor-piercing bite. It shreds their armor down. So what we're going to do is we're going to go attack that really quick just to aggravate all the beavers in the area. And then have the beavers swarm us, because those will be our best bet. I don't know why he was still swimming on land. Just going to keep biting at this. You should see the beavers coming any second. I think. Is bro not going to come defend his dam? Really? Really? They get angry when I go like this. But they don't get angry. What? Oh, there we go. I was about to say. I was like, okay, come on. That's a 136. Armor reducing acids on. No, it goes 139, then 143, then 146, 149, 156, 160, 163. So it gradually gets stronger as the armor reducing acid just continues to hit more and more, which is really cool. It probably could be useful in, like, sort of fighting situations. Like I said, I honestly don't have a clue what you could use them for, personally, but that's just if you guys want to test it, go right ahead. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Where's that mantis saddle? There it is. I know I grabbed it. Alright. Can you take multi-tools? Yes, you can. Alright, so this is how a mantis works. I am somehow heavy. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do then... Whistle everything passive. This is the one reason... not a huge fan of these guys. I'm going to store this in here. Because they have little... At least my low level one has low weight. But let's go in here and just showcase this really fast. You could probably get better weight on it if you leveled it up. But let's just get in here. As you can see, it kind of shreds through things relatively quickly and gets some good stats. Or gets some good resources. Like I said, let's try it on metal. Not terrible, personally. But if you have a Edmontonia, you're going to want to use that guy. That's no question. Let's dump all this to give me the extra room to move. As you can see, we're ridiculously heavy because it's a level 29. So what you want to do with this guy is level up its melee and put a high level tool in its hand, which we have a 592, so it's no excuse. But it's just not hitting too hard. I mean, like I said, they're not bad. I just probably won't ever use it. Other than for what I just showcased it right there. I personally don't see a point in having a mantis at a low level once you have those higher tier creatures. If you guys know of better ways to use mantises, let me know in the comment section below, and maybe we'll make a decision or make like a play with a mantis and see how good they actually can be or something. We'll try a couple different things, but that is going to be it for this episode, guys. So thank you guys for watching. We ended up taming the new Phosalasuchus and the mantis, so that's kind of cool. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended, which we might be actually taking on Natrix on beta. I'm not sure yet. We have everything for it, but that I can do that in like a couple days from now. So I'll let you guys know when that time comes. But thank you guys, and I'll see you guys then.